Well, here we are on a Friday afternoon. It's 5:21 right now. And coming up this weekend, tonight and all day tomorrow, is the Empire Beatles Weekend. And give the Empire Theater a buzz for tickets, of course, at 969-0099. Or pop on by or go online to get them there as well. But we got a fantastic lineup once again this year, just like last year and other years too. And the English Channel will kick things off at 7 o'clock tonight. But coming up tomorrow, we've got the Traveling Beetleberries. And one member from that group is Peter Conrad from Columbus, Ohio. And Peter is live here in the Rock 107 studios. Peter, welcome to Belleville once again. And
Thank you so much, Rick. I love being here. It's my 4th visit.
Yeah, that's right. 4 years.
4 years.
Your act primarily is when you come here, you do a lot of the George Harrison stuff, don't you?
That's right. We do the George Harrison. Andy Forgey from Moyni's Love calls it the 7 degrees of separation of George Harrison.
That's right.
So we do Traveling Wilburys,
Right.
Roy Orbison, Tom Petty, Bob Dylan, and that other band that George was in. I can't think of the name of it.
Oh yeah, it starts with a B. Is it a
B?
B?
B.
Something like that.
It'll come to me.
Yeah, we'll find out later on.
Bingo was in it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes,
that's true. That's true. But anyway, so you guys are on tomorrow afternoon, aren't you?
Correct, at 2 o'clock.
At 2 o'clock. All right.
And our keyboard player, Kevin Ashba, will be on tomorrow as a solo, I think at 12.
Right. You are correct. Yeah, 12:30.
Yeah.
I see him just after the Beatles brunch
And
coming up.
he does a great job. He does a John Lennon, Elton John show where he does goes back and forth between the two artists,
right,
and the connection with the two. It's,
right.
It's fabulous. Folks, if you're listening, you got to come and hear this.
Peter, your background, you've been doing this for a long, long time, haven't you?
Long time. Yeah, I've been probably about 40 years now,
Wow.
at least.
Wow.
At least, yeah.
Did you start out doing the Beatles stuff at all, or was it a bunch of genre of a lot of other things going on?
As far as performing, yeah,
Yeah.
Beatles. But before that, I loved the Ventures, the Beach Boys, the Kingsmen.
Oh yeah.
And my cousins would buy all the newest records and play them for us.
Right.
So yeah, all that early stuff. But when the Beatles came, the game was up. Game was over.
Yeah, it was like here's how it's done. This is and they took over the world kind of thing.
Yes, they did.
Yes,
they did.
Kind of crazy. Just a week or so ago, they showed the movie Good Old Frida. Frida
I've seen
Kelly.
that. It's brilliant.
It is.
Yeah.
The Beatles' secretary, Frida Kelly, and she was right from basically almost from day one, right up through all those very, very busy years with the Beatles, and she, quite a history from her alone, and stories that you'll likely never hear because you can't tell them.
It was
that kind of thing. But
good old Frida.
Good old Frida. But anyway, Peter, so what's lined up for you and the Traveling Beetleberries on stage at 2 o'clock tomorrow?
At 2 o'clock tomorrow, we of course will be doing a lot of George Harrison Beatles, George Harrison solo.
Yeah.
We'll be doing some Traveling Wilburys,
Right.
some Roy Orbison, some solo Roy Orbison, and a couple of other surprises. And at the end of our set, we're going to have a couple of guests come up.
Really?
For our last number, and if you want to know who those guests are, you got to come to the show.
You got to come to the show.
That's right.
Awesome. All right. So tomorrow, the Traveling Beetleberries at 2 o'clock. And by the way, who came up with the name?
That was me.
Yeah.
I was a solo act at a festival called Abbey Road on the River in Cleveland, and a couple other fellas and I would jam.
Yeah.
And we were jamming one day, and someone played bass and someone played drums, just fans.
Mm-hmm.
The promoter said, if you can throw this together as a band next year, I'll hire you.
Yeah.
I said, you got it. And he said, well, what would you call it?
Mm-hmm.
Without thinking, I
Right.
said Traveling Beetleberries.
Wow.
I never even thought about it. It just came out.
Just came out, and that stuck, and that's what was used.
And that was 2005.
Wow.
And so we've been the band ever since.
Yeah, right. A number of other bands, newbies, are back again this year.
Good friends of mine.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, I mentioned English Channel.
Yes,
they're in
English
town.
Channel. The Criers.
Yes, the
Freehold,
Criers.
New Jersey.
Yeah, that's right. Brit Beat, I haven't heard them yet. They're
Oh, you're in for a treat.
Okay.
They are the look-alike band,
Right.
look-alike, sound-alike, and they are
Wow.
fabulous.
Wow, so they're on at 9 o'clock Well, 10 o'clock tonight, and then 9 o'clock tomorrow night.
That's right. I think they're
Wow.
closing the show out tonight.
Yeah, wow, so awesome stuff.
And of course, Belleville's own Big Black Smoke.
Yeah, that's right. Ed's Garage.
Ed's Garage, I've not heard yet.
No. Oh yeah, that's Andy.
That's Andy and his,
He
yeah.
fronts those local guys. They're pretty awesome too. They do a lot of great tunes. Oh, yeah, they played downtown Belleville out here in the street about a few weeks back.
Yeah.
Put on one heck of a show. It was.
Oh, I can't wait. He's talked a lot about it.
And of course, All You Need Is Love, the host band.
Yeah.
You know.
Mark, Andy, all those
guys.
guys, great friends of mine, great friends of the city.
Well, Peter Conrad, thanks for popping on in. Hopefully, we'll talk again somewhere down the road.
I'm sure we will.
And
Any
enjoy.
road will take you there.
Yeah, absolutely. Enjoy the Empire Beatles Weekend. Starts tonight, 7 o'clock, and all day tomorrow.
Please come if you love the Beatles.
You got it. Speaking of Beatles, I got them coming up next. A song called Hard Day's Night.
The Beatles, that's the band that George was in.
That's the band.
I told you it would come to me.
Exactly, you got it. Peter, thanks a million. Okay, take care.